Hi guys, it's Ginger. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have some new Madam Glams, and these Madam Glams I did purchase myself. I wanted to get a few more things for the salon, and I've had a couple requests. Unfortunately, one of my polishes came broken, but I did contact Madam Glam customer service, and I just did that today, so they haven't gotten back to me quite yet, but they're usually pretty quick on that, and I'm sure they'll send me a replacement of the one that was broken, and I will show you real quick. This is the very first time I've ever had a bottle come like this, ever, and I've gotten tons and tons and tons of stuff shipped to me, so it did make quite the mess, and the bottle actually snapped off like up inside of the brush, the lid, and that is the first time that's ever happened, and all of the polish was everywhere. But accidents happen, so I'm sure they'll send me a replacement. That one was called Cheek to Cheek, and I'm really excited to get it. It's a really pretty peachy kind of coral orangey color. It's really pretty, so whenever I get that I will swatch it for you guys and show you, but I am going to swatch these ones just as I did all of my other Madam Glams, and I will do some comparisons for you because I do have a couple that look like they might be kind of similar, so I will compare them for you so you can see the differences. So let's get started on the swatches. Sorry about the wobbly camera, guys. And I'm going to start off with my favorite of the bunch, which is called Captain My Captain, and it is a gorgeous purpley sparkly color. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And I'm going to continue to try to talk to you guys as long as I can until people come back into the salon, and then I may have to switch to a voiceover. So there we go. And this looks like it's going to be a little bit on the sheer side, so it may take 3 coats to get it completely opaque. And I didn't mention, but this is from the Firefly collection. This is the first one I've gotten from that collection, and the sparkle in this is really super pretty. This may be one that would look really nice over another color just because it's a little sheer, and I'm thinking that color would be maybe Uptown Girl. Let's see, where is Uptown Girl? Here is Uptown Girl, and it's pretty similar in shade, and I think that it would be pretty over that. I'm gonna pull that swatch real quick, and we'll look at it over top of it. Sorry if I keep bumping the camera, guys. There they are side by side, and this is what it would look like over top of it. I think that would be really pretty. I'm gonna turn my flash on real quick. That way we can see a little better that sparkle that's in there and the shade of this. So yeah, that paired together would be absolutely perfect, I think. It's so similar in shade that it would just really help make it more opaque on its own. It's not going to be as opaque, but over top of another color similar would work really fine. So any kind of, like, I would say like a raspberry color. I think they've got a color called Sangria would be really pretty. Uptown Girl, Raspberry Explosion. I don't have Sangria or Raspberry Explosion, but they are very similar looking to Uptown Girl. So here is 3 coats of this, and it's still kind of see-through. So yeah, definitely would use this as a topper over another color. Would be really pretty. I'm probably gonna stick that on my wheel of glittery ones here, and the Precious Stone and Little Sis from the Diamond collection. No, the Platinum collection. Those are a little bit on the sheer side as well. The Diamond collection are more opaque, but that color is going to go on this wheel with all these sparkly ones. Okay, moving on, I'm going to go to this one here. This is called All Natural. and it is a really pretty kind of pink nude. I'm gonna grab probably rosy nude to compare this with, but I think it's still a little bit more on the pink side. And this is a cream, so it is gonna be a lot more opaque. We'll probably get this fully opaque in 2 coats. Okay, so that is 2 coats of all natural, and here is rosy nude, and that's what they look like compared together. They are extremely similar. This all natural, I would say slightly more pink. All natural more on the neutral side, if that makes sense, but just barely. This is another one where I think you could pick either and be happy with, and you wouldn't need both in your collection. Super similar. My rosy nude is running low, so I'm glad I have one that is comparable that I can replace it with. So there's that one. Let's see, what else do I have in the... Here is Angel of Mine. This has got a shimmer to it. This is a 1-step gel. Also very similar in color. Angel of Mine, it looks more pink compared to this. This makes it look more peach. But this has the shimmer in it. So in case you wanted to see what it looked like next to that. And here is shimmer all over. Also a 1-step gel and also a shimmer. So there's those. Next up is this gorgeous bright Barbie Pink, and it is a pink neon, and I have OMG Pink in my collection, and we will compare it to that. We'll do 2 coats of this. It looks like it's going to be really opaque. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Okay, that is 2 coats. It was almost opaque in 1. And right here is OMG Pink. So definitely a difference. This one is picking up a little orange on camera right now. But it is a little more pink than that. In comparison, I would say this is a lighter pink, but they're both very bright and vibrant. Yeah, hard to describe. Definitely a lighter pink, more bubblegummy pink. And this one also a neon, but yeah, so pretty. I'm glad I have both of these in my collection. OMG Pink is very popular. I think this is going to be very popular this summer too. Nothing else I have really compares to this, but OMG Pink is probably the closest. But this has got a bit of a darker pink. This is more of a cool tone pink. And this is more of a warm pink. I guess that's how you could describe the difference. Okay, and I will top coat all of those off camera. So moving on, we are going to do this one. This is called Popsicle, and compared to the pink one, it looks really purple, but on its own, it's like a purplish pink. So let's swatch that. Okay, and this one also extremely opaque in 1 coat, but I always like to put 2 just to even it out. Okay, so that's Popsicle. Here it is compared to Among Adults, which is a mauve-y kind of color. Here's my purples. This is Light Lilac, not really close. This is Vintage Pink. Not exactly like that either. Let me see. I want to see Confidence here. That is way more blue toned. Where is... There's Dark Orchid, really not similar either. So yeah, this one, I don't have anything quite like this, and I don't know if I'm going to put this with my purples or my pinks, but it's somewhere in between. It's a really pretty purpley pink or pinkish purple. So there's that one. Alright guys, so moving on to the next color. This one is called On My Way, and as you've noticed, I'm in voiceover mode now because the salon did get busy. So this is just the nature of the beast at the moment. Okay, so On My Way is really, really pretty, and I do have a couple colors very similar to this, and I will show you those. Again, this is a cream, very opaque. This is a nice, it's like Caribbean Sea. And you see me playing with my lighting here, trying to get the color to come across just right. But it is more of a like a turquoisey kind of color. So here I got Boat Trip and Caribbean Sea. And it's a little bit more green than Caribbean Sea, but it's not as dark and not as blue as Boat Trip. So it's not the same at all. It's definitely somewhere in the middle. Caribbean Sea more on the blue side, On My Way more on the green side, but still both lighter, and then Boat Trip is a bit on the darker teal side. And then I've also got this one here called Lime Mint, and at first glance it looks so similar, but it is quite different. Lime Mint is a one-step gel. These are typically a little bit more sheer and not as opaque as the regular gels, but this went on beautifully, and surprisingly it was quite opaque in 2 coats. So this one is definitely got that lime kind of color to it. It's definitely more green and a little bit, it's not neon, but it's definitely got that lime green color to it. So even more green than On My Way. So very similar, as you can see, the 4 of them together here. I don't think you'd need all of these in your collection, really. I personally like On My Way a little bit better than Lime Mint, but it does have a place in my collection, and I'm sure I'll get lots of use out of it. So next up we have Pure Cloud, and this isn't quite a baby blue. It's actually a little bit lighter than a baby blue. It's really, really pretty. Definitely a little bit more blue than it's picking up on camera. It looks a little dusty, a little off-white on camera, but it is a super pale blue color and very opaque, very beautiful. So I have nothing in my collection that compares to this whatsoever. I've been trying to get some more blues in my collection because I really don't have a lot. This is what it looks like next to Caribbean Sea. Which really makes Caribbean Sea look more green than it is. And here it is compared to a couple blues that I have. This is a glittery one, and this is Jade Vine, which is kind of blue, kind of green. It's got that metallic kind of look to it. And what I actually have used this Pure Cloud for is a base to a glitter fade, and I'll show you here in just a second. This one here is called Sky Melt from the Diamond Collection, and I used that as a glitter fade over top of the Pure Cloud, and it was stunning. Check out my Instagram for pictures of that. And that's all of the swatches, guys, and I'm going to take all these sticks and incorporate it into my collection here. You see I kind of got them broke down into like the glittery ones, my neutral wheel with the blacks, whites, nudes, and some bright, like the neon wheel, and then an oddball wheel that has kind of the funky colors on it. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the swatch and comparison, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!